Right now it's time to get to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off both the firings on the bike and make it naked. So let's get to it. So as you can see, my firings are right here. So now the next step to do is to take off the exhaust. So now we're gonna take off the exhaust so that we can get to the oil pan. So this has to be taken off by screwing the bolts which holds the exhaust on top header, and also down there. So without further ado, let's get to that. Okay, shall we? Now I have everything taken off the bike, the firings, the exhaust. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain the oil and see if I can do the oil pan today. If I can't, then it will be scheduled for another day. But let us get to that and drain the oil. So the oil drain bolt is right there. So I need a 17 mil. So now as I'm waiting for that to be done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check and see which tools I need in order to take off the oil pan. The oil pan is right here. Now it's time to take off the oil filter. Always when dealing with fixing something, always keep your bolt in order. So as you can see, I got like plastic bags, and I put everything, all the bolts, in different plastic bags and labeled them. This here is oil pan, firings, and exhaust. So always you need to put your stuff together so that you don't mess up or ending up losing your bolts. So that's it right there. Always be organized. Now that I have everything off, I decided to put back the oil filter because I just wanted to drain the oil. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking off the oil pan, which is here. I think you can see it. Yeah, the oil pan which is under here. I think it has about 8 bolts if I'm not mistaken, or 10, so don't quote me on that, but yeah, it's under here. So I'm gonna take that off, and let me show you my new oil pan and everything I need. Whenever you're working on something, Red Bull goes handy. See, right there. Alright, so this is my new oil pan in there. I haven't opened it, so see, brand new, as you can see, Kawasaki. I have the gasket right there. Yeah, also have focus holder oil filter, so right there. And last but not least, that and filter, focus filter right there, and drain bolt. So we're good to go. So I'm gonna be installing all this today. Wish me luck. All right, that's it. I'm going to start taking off the bolts of the oil pan so that I can get it off my bike. Yeah. Right. All right, now the oil pan is off. This is the old one, so now it's time for me to install the new one. So now what I need is these things off here on my old oil pan and put it on the new one. Let's get to that. Now this is done, putting back together all this. So this is my new filter. It's gonna go there. This is the one I'm going to be using. Yep, brand new. Okay, now the filter is in, so now it's time to put everything back together. The gasket. Oh. Okay, now it's time to screw the oil pan back on, because it's now already installed on. You can see right there, but I just need to screw all the bolts and we're good to go. Yeah. I guess we are done here. As you can see, it's back on. Yep. All right. that is done. Now what we need to do is I need to go buy some oil. I'm gonna take Castro. I'm gonna take these 3.
Cash or card?
Card. Now I'm gonna install this back on the bike, and yeah. Okay, so now the exhaust is back on. All right, it's time for me to put on the drain bolt and put in oil. Now I'm going to install this side fairing and take it for a ride. Alright, so everything is back on. Everything is back on, as you can see. We are good to go. So the bike is ready to be tested. So sport bike riding is not a crime. Yeah. So now
I'm just saying thank you. I'm very proud of what you've done.